Want to see what's in my box? Then stick around to find out. Hey everyone, this is Gabe and this is Gabe Loves Makeup, and welcome to my new weekly series that I'm planning on doing, focusing around childhood lunch boxes that I have. I'm a vintage collector, so basically what we will be doing is focusing on a lunch box of the week with a certain kind of lunch packed in the lunch box, as well as some makeup that I already have and some makeup that is currently new. And so I thought it would be kind of a cool way to kind of incorporate some stuff together. So I thought it would be just kind of fun. So if you had a retro lunch, or if you had a lunch box from the 70s or the 80s, or maybe in the 90s, then maybe it might bring back a little feeling of nostalgia for you. So I thought that this would be kind of fun, and not only that, but most of the time things in our childhood, little like toys, which I also collect 70s and 80s toys. I also collect vintage Hollywood makeup. So I have a lot of vintage stuff that I like to collect. So I just think it's fun to kind of share that stuff too, because it brings back good memories, and then good memories and makeup kind of go great together. So I just thought we would do something kind of fun. So anyway, so I hope you like it. I also have a collection of major vintage t-shirts. As you can see, my Charlie's Angels t-shirt, which is going to focus around our lunchbox. So today is Charlie's Angels! Yay! This is from 1978. And it is the original Charlie's Angels lunchbox. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to turn the light down just a tad so you can see it just a little bit better. There we go. You see it just a little bit better, hopefully. And then you can see the side. There's the angels on the side. Them at boot camp. Then, you got, there's Charlie on the top. And then, it's got them arresting somebody on the back. And then on the back, it actually has them fighting someone. You guys can see that in the light. There you go. You can see it. But isn't it cool? So we're going to open up the lunchbox and see what's in it. What kind of lunch do we have packed today in our kid lunchbox? Because, we always like to see what mom packed us whenever we went to school. I'm sure that my lunch is not nearly as what my mother put in my lunchbox, because she always did a really good job with my lunchbox, with what she put in my lunchbox. And it was always fun to see what she was going to put in my lunchbox. So why don't we get started? So I'm going to go ahead and open up the lunchbox. So let's see what's inside of it. Okay, so I'm opening up the lunchbox, and you see the classic logo on the front, and the inside of it gives you like all different types of safety rules. So, isn't it cool? It's like so cool. It's just like, I just love stuff like this. So, anyway, so now we have, like you can see in the lunchbox. So, of course, we have in the lunchbox, we have a peanut butter sandwich without any crust. So we have that. We have some snack carrots. I have that packed in there. We have a strawberry applesauce. To have that in there. And then we have our Charlie's Angels thermos in here. And then let's see what's inside of it. So we have, and it's got the Aladdin seal on it, because it's an Aladdin lunchbox. Because Aladdin and thermos was like really big back then. It's tea, of course, so we're gonna pour some tea. So we're having our little cap. There we go, see? This is kind of cute. Okay, so anyway, so now we have some makeup down in the box. So let's see what we have in the box. So should I bring you guys closer? Okay, I'll bring you guys just a tad. That way you can see me just a little bit better. Okay, so we have the Huda Rich Nude Obsessions palette. So we're gonna be doing a look around that. I have the Patrick Ta Shiso LA blush and cream blush in the inside. We have a Fenty Beauty powder, Pro Filter powder. I have a Charlotte Tilbury Pinkgasm wand. We have Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. I have an e.l.f. putty primer. I have a Victoria Beckham Bitten Lip Tint. Flower Beauty, it's called Forever Emerald. And we have a Lancome Juicy Tubes and Hallucination. And then I have a Jason Wu brow pencil in the inside. Oh, and then there's some more stuff down in it. I'm gonna move that over there. So we got some new stuff in here today. So we are gonna be trying out the new Poenda, well, it's not new, but they reformulated it and packaged it, but the Poenda Moisture Foundation by Maya Manafashi. Actually, no artificial colors, fragrance, petroleum-based mineral oil, or parabens in the product. It has a natural matte finish that minimizes pores and imperfections. And you know, I'm like moisture foundation, and then I see this and I'm like, because you know, I'm not about that. So it's going to be fun to see what that's going to do. It's shade 003, and it's made in Japan. So let's open it up. We love a made in Japan product. So it's a little tube. It's not very big, and I think she was like 60 bucks, so she wasn't like that cheap either. It's supposed to go a long way, I think. Squeeze 2 to 3 pearl-sized drops. We'll play with it and see. And then I actually have also the Moisture Fit Concealer. So I have it in the shade 03 as well. And yeah, that's what kind of looks like. This is kind of like the wand. It's kind of like what the wand looks like. So let's try it out and see what happens. So, and in the meantime, we will have some lunch. So I'm gonna put my little lunchbox down for the moment. It's like, you know, but I just love my lunchbox. It's so great. You know, you guys, this lunchbox I looked for forever. It took me a while to get this lunchbox situated. I'm trying to turn the light down just a little bit. But I wanted to get this lunchbox. It took me a while to get it. But I think when I finally got one, I think this one was up there. I mean, it's up there. It's about around $80 or $100, but I've had it a while now, but it took me a while to find it. So, I mean, I find all kinds of cool stuff on eBay and other places, and when I do, if I have the money and I can do it, but I've had these in my collection because I have about 15 or so lunch boxes, so I've got quite a few. Butter sandwich, so I'm gonna unwrap our peanut butter sandwich. That one, so I'll probably get stuck in my mouth probably. Sipping my tea. Okay, so I don't have it. I just have moisturizer on. I don't have anything else on right now. So let me do, since my skin's really dry today, and I don't know why, but it's very dry today. So I'm gonna do a little bit of my Cerave Healing Ointment. I had talked a little bit about using a Vaseline in one of my previous videos. Actually, it might have been the last one. I don't remember when it was. I don't remember. I can't remember. Anyway, so if you're new to my channel, I'm sure you're like, who is this crazy person? So I'm going to take a little bit of the Cerave ointment, and I'm going to use that as a primer. And I'm going to press that all over my skin. If you guys are dry, Vaseline or this product, oh my God, is so amazing as a primer. I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, if I wore Vaseline, I'd break out. Well, of course, if you're more oily or normal combo or normal, you probably wouldn't want to do this, but I am because I'm dry and I'm doing it. All right, so let's take a little bit of the foundation. It's a little tube too. It's very little. How little that is. It's so little, but you're only supposed to use like so much. So I'm gonna take a little bit on the back of my hand. My Sonia Kashik. You know, my southern accent. I can't get things right. I've met people down the way that you don't pronounce it like that. Yeah, I know, I'm southern. It happens. I got a twang. So anyway, I'm going to tap into my sponge into the product. And let's see. Oh, the shade's not bad. The shade's pretty good. Okay. Now, have I not done the more of the petroleum underneath? Sorry, I got peanut butter stuck in my teeth. I'm sitting here talking to you with peanut butter on my teeth. So I'm going to take a little bit more because my sponge is soaking it up. So it definitely has a more of a, let me see the texture. It's a little bit more without it. Yeah, she's definitely more like a natural finish, kind of mattish almost, really. I'm kind of surprised because it's supposed to be a moisturizing foundation. So I'm kind of surprised about that. But it's pretty. I mean, I don't know what it would look like. It probably wouldn't look that great without that petroleum underneath it. I'm telling you guys, it's Vaseline underneath your makeup. Oh my God, Marilyn knew what the heck she was doing, honey. Let me tell you, because it makes your skin just look incredible. I don't know what it is. I mean, when I use the Max Factor Pan Stick, because I have that, And one day we will pull it out and play with it. When I do a retro, going back to my retro makeup, it is awesome because I love that makeup. Because they still make it. They have it overseas. But it is such a great, it just looks so good with the Vaseline underneath it. Just do a little shout out to all of Tara's followers, for anybody that actually has come on and joined on my squad. As I look, by the time I'm filming this video, I'm almost at 400 subscribers, and I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm kind of like, I told my roommate, I said, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed because I'm just not used. I'm like, I don't know what to say. I mean, it just makes me feel so good. I'm like, wow, it's so sweet. And it's just, you guys have just been so wonderful. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. I mean, everything you've done, all your comments, everything, I just love it. So I'll take just a little bit more. You guys will have to comment down below and let me know, if there's anything you collect, or if there's anything that you really love that, or, maybe if any of the, and eventually when I get to other lunchboxes and stuff, if there's one that you used to have, or one that you remember and you're like, oh my God, I forgot that I used to have that. It's just fun, toys that remind us back when we were kids. But it's just such a good feeling when you have that. I mean, one Christmas I did that. I actually went back and I asked my friends, when I was making money. We're not right now, we're not in that boat. But I would do, for Christmas, I would go and buy vintage toys. I would ask my friends, like, so what was your favorite toy? And then I would go and I would get them, I would try to find them that toy, and then I would wrap it, and then I would send it to them, or I would, give it to them. And it just makes you feel so good because you're like, oh, wow, I remember that, because it makes you feel like a kid, and it just makes you feel young, and it's just a really good feeling. So I love doing that because it's just such a youthfulness to toys and vintage stuff like this, because when you were kids, we were, innocent and didn't really have anything to worry about. There was no bills. There was no problems in the world. There were no anything, for the most part, being a kid is, other than homework and school and friends and, fun toys and fun things to get or whatever, it's like, it's just such a different, and then especially in my time frame, whenever I was growing up, it's like toys were just such a big deal, and we didn't have cell phones and all this stuff. So it was just like, I probably played with Star Wars stuff, all my stuff forever. So this foundation is really pretty. I mean, I don't know if it's the Vaseline or what, but it's pretty. I mean, let's elevate here. I'm going to take a little bit because I don't know what it's going to do. So I'm going to take a little bit of my finger and kind of blend it out a little bit because that's how I start anyway. So let's just see what happens with the concealer. She's light. It's not, well, and I think the shade is a little bit too light probably because this is 03, I believe. 03, I got 03 in both of them. So, I mean, it's definitely a light concealer. I mean, it's not bad. Again, it feels a little bit like, I'm going to put it down a little bit where I did it on the back of my hand with the, feels a little bit, again, almost kind of like a natural matte, maybe? Like a natural matte kind of finish to it. Again, which I'm not crazy about in a concealer. But, if you're doing something very emollient underneath it, that helps. So that's one of the reasons why I did that ointment, because my skin's already dry and I know that it would not look good without doing that. So I'm kind of like, I mean, it looks really beautiful over the primer, or looking at it, I don't know what you guys think, but so far, it's not bad. So let me take just a little bit more in the back of my hand. Let's go around to my nose a little bit. I don't do a lot of the YouTube stuff, so I don't know if you guys are new here. I don't do a lot of the really heavy concealer. I'm just not into that because it just makes me look. I'm a daddy. I get the young kids call me. I'm a daddy because I'm like almost 50, so I'm not yet. I'm gonna turn 50 next month, so I'm definitely not one to do a lot of powder around my eyes, and I'm definitely not one to do a lot of concealer around and do all the crazy stuff that I see a lot of the YouTubers do. Because I just think sometimes some people just do too much makeup. I'm like, why are you doing so much? You're so pretty. Why do you do all that? It's like some of it's just a little, but they want full coverage. I mean, I get it. You know, it's like everybody has to each their own, but I'm like, good gosh. Well, let's do a little bit. I'm going to do a little bit of powder because, you know, I did do the little bit of ointment. It's the Fenty Beauty, and it's in the shade 320. And I'm going to swirl my Scott Barnes brush, my Scott Barnes. It's the brush 64. And I'm going to take a little bit of that just right here on my nose a little bit. Then we're not too shiny, but you know me, if you guys have been following me, or have you just, I love me some shine. I love glow, I love shine, I love grease. I mean, the total opposite of everybody else. But I'm just gonna take it just to set it a little bit. And it looks nice. This Fenty powder is such a great setting powder, by the way. If you don't want to use a powder makeup, like it's a powder makeup, but if you want to just do, like you want to just do a nice setting powder sometimes, this is really good for that too. I mean, it just makes it look so pretty. Oh, I like it. Okay. So it's not bad. Not bad so far. You guys have to let me know down below what you think, but I think so far it's not that bad. I'm going to do my Jason Wu brow that was in the lunchbox, and I'll be right back. I'm eating my carrot sticks in between my lunch. I ate my peanut butter sandwich, and now I'm eating this. So anyway, I did my brows, and I did a light coat of the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara, if I get it turned around right. And I did a little bit of that. And then this e.l.f. primer, if you guys have never tried this, the Putty Primer, I got get it in the shade Robes. $4. $4. It's either 4 or 3. It's very, very inexpensive. So inexpensive. This is such a good eyelid primer. I really, really like it. So, while I crunch, let's get into the Huda palette. So what I think I'm going to do is, we're going to do 2 shadows and a liner. Something kind of easy breezy, not too crazy. So we're going to do the Flower Beauty Emerald, and it is a green. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and we're going to take it all the way across. Don't really mess it up, because this is so hard on camera. You guys just have no idea how hard it is on this on camera. I was like, when I first did it, I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. So we're going to do a good line on the bottom. And then we're going to take it all the way across the top. And it doesn't really matter because we're going to smudge it. So don't worry about it being perfect. So don't worry about that. And then I'm going to go in and kind of tight line a little bit. And make sure we have it in a waterline. I got it in the waterline good. There we go. Again, it's hard to see in the light. See? Like that. Kind of like what we're going to do. I'm going to do, let me do this one eye, and then I'll do the other one later. Brown shade here. Don't want to do that one. Do we want to do this one or this one? Let's do the brown shade. Let's do that. Scott Barnes brush. And this is in the shade, the brush 59. So anyway, we're going to go in and we're going to put this brown shade right over top of the liner. And we're just going to take it and smudge it upward. Now these Jewelry Barrymore pencils, they do dry pretty quick because they are waterproof. So you got to work a little quick with them. I'm just going to go in and just smudge that. These look really, really pretty in here, like that. And I haven't taken my brush away and put it back into the shadow or anything. Just doing it like, just like that. Just to smudge it upward, just like that. Okay, now take it, go back and do it again into your brown again. And we're gonna go back over that green underneath. And we're just gonna take it, and this brush from Scott Barnes, I think this is one that Tati loves so much. It is like the best eyeliner brush. I mean, it literally, literally, you don't have to do any work. It does all the work for you. You put it on and it gives you the most precise line. It is just so good. So I'm gonna take it and blend it up there. A little bit more into the crease here. I'm not gonna go crazy out there with it because I don't really wanna do that today. We're just kind of keep it a simple eye. See how pretty that is? Wow, okay, so now we're gonna go into this middle shade. Do it with my Morphe M222 brush. And we're just gonna go on the lid and kind of blend that together. When I was a national makeup artist, we used to do this look. I used to do this look all the time on people. It was just so simple and easy. See, look about how pretty that is. It's just so easy. 2 shadows and a liner, boom. Well, actually, I'm gonna use 3. I rephrase that because I'm gonna use a topper. So we're gonna do that, but you typically don't have to do that if you don't want to. Man, out here, just bam. Okay, awesome. So now I'm gonna do a topper shade. Let's do this really cool one here. I don't think I've tried that one. And let's just place it right over that color. Oh, that's pretty. That is so pretty. My finger here. I'm gonna go in this light brown shade here, and we're just gonna go right over that and kind of blend it in a little bit more. So it kind of looks more blended together. Look at that, how pretty. Wow, that's so pretty. And then let's go into the really light shade up here in the middle and just tap a little bit right of that right in here. I meant to tell you guys, so the concealer up close when I was doing my brows and I was looking in the mirror up close. When you look up close, I got a little bit of fallout. When you look up close though, it's a little dry looking. So the concealer's like a little dry. So if you got drier eyes, you're gonna have to watch out with the concealer because it's a little dry. So I noticed that my eye area is a little dry. And you know, you guys, I put a little bit of that ointment even under my eyes a little bit, but it dried it out a little bit. So just be wary of that if you wanna try it or use it. That is just so pretty. So what I'm gonna do is, since you guys got the idea of that, I'm gonna do this one really quick off camera and I'll be right back. So I am back. So I did a little bit more of this color here and I just packed it a little bit more in the center there just to give it a little bit more glow right there. I just want it to be a little bit more like softer. And then I just cleaned up underneath. So I used a concealer again, but this time I took a little bit more of that ointment and I went up underneath my eyes and I did a little bit of that first as a base and then went over it. This concealer is definitely more on the matte side. So moisture fit, I don't know if that really fits the actual term of the concealer or not, but to me, I feel like it's a little bit more on the matte side. So if you're a little bit more combination oily, you probably would like it better. It's definitely more of a lighter concealer. It's definitely not like a full coverage or anything. So, but it is nice. But let me tell you something, that lash, oh my God, the Lash Paradise, oh my God, I love this mascara. It's like, I've used this mascara before, so this one's not new, but I really love this mascara. It's just so awesome. It's just such a good mascara for like, and you know, it's at the drugstore. It's like 10 bucks. It's really, really awesome. It's not, you're not breaking a bank with it, but how do you like the look so far? Voila! We are Lunchbox Friday ready to go. My duck lips and all. But what do you guys think? It's really, really pretty. It turned out really good. It's really, and you know, it's not hard. It's not a hard look at all. It's pretty easy. Before I leave, so real quick, the foundation. So looking up close, the foundation looked pretty good. I mean, it's not anything super special. I mean, it's a nice foundation. I mean, I don't know if it's because I put the ointment underneath. sorry, I don't know if I put the ointment in it, underneath it made a difference or what, but, it doesn't look bad. I mean, it looks pretty good. I mean, you know, it's like, is it something that I would probably reach for? I don't know. I'll have to try it again. But so far, I'm not feeling it. It's just not, I mean, it looks nice. But I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. It's not something I'm like, wow, oh my God, it looks so pretty. I mean, there's so many other ones that I just think of, like the Outlast by CoverGirl. I just think some of them are a lot better. I don't know why. But it's not bad. It feels very light. It doesn't feel heavy. You know, it feels I feel, even with the ointment, it feels a little tight actually. So I think that's a little interesting. The concealer, I'm not crazy about the concealer already. The concealer is just way too dry for me. Even putting ointment underneath my eyes and eye cream and everything, it still was kind of dry to me. So if you're dry, maybe something you may want to pass on. If you're normal combination oily, you may like this makeup more in that category or normal. The same thing with the concealer, but I mean, you know, I don't know. I'll have to play with it a little bit more just to give it a chance, because I don't like being negative about anything. I like everything to be, you know, but not every product works for me. It may be work for you or for somebody else, but it just may not work for me. So, but I just don't like giving like a bad review or anything. I don't like that if I don't have to, but I mean, you know, well, I'll have to try it out again sometime and see what I think of it. But I mean, right now, as we speak, it's not anything that super thrilled me. I mean, I'm not and not anything that I'm like, ooh, you know, was it worth the $60? I mean, because I think it was like $60. And then the concealer was like $30. I mean, it was not cheap at all. It was like and I think I got it even at a discount, I think. But it definitely is not, it's definitely not like a real cheap makeup. So Poenda has got some expensive stuff on their site. So the line looks beautiful. The packaging is cute. You know, but I don't know. I mean, so far, I'll just have to try it out again and see what happens, guys. And then we'll just have to kind of see from there. But anyway, thank you for coming by on my Makeup Lunchbox Retro Friday. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you liked the little lunchbox idea. You know, Cheryl, Jacqueline, and Kate, you know, wish you goodbye. You know, they really appreciate you dropping by today. So I hope you guys like it. Please comment down below and let me know if you like this idea of a series. I mean, I don't know if you do or not, but I just thought it'd be something different. I mean, we're just trying to play with stuff and see what you guys like. So anyway, just let me down in the let me know down in the comments below what you think. And anyway, have a great Friday and the rest of your weekend. I have about two more videos dropping this weekend. So Saturday and Sunday. So I'll have some more dropping down. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please take care, and we will see each other again soon. So anyway, take care. Have a great day. Bye.